Look at you two. Hello there, Deadeye, Eslia, Redeeming First. How are you two doing this morning? Hope all is well. You actually woke up for this stream, Deadeye, huh? Donk as well, hello there. I hope each of you are doing well. I hope your weekend's been well. It's good to see you. Guys been up to anything fun this weekend? Buttons. I think, Donk, you were playing board games, right? At a magical place. It's the best way to play, I don't know any other words. Amazing. It's like the one time I opened up Snapchat because there was like multiple messages back to back. It was Ian's, oh, was it? I didn't know. Ian's birthday yesterday, board games, and the biggest charcuterie spread you'd ever seen in person. Well, I believe it. Oh, that sounds lovely. Then a football game with a buffet immediately after. You were not hungry at all throughout the entire experience. Oh, it sounds like a lovely birthday. See, they had explained their sort of setup and all that, but seeing a picture of it, it's insane. There's just an entire wall of board games.
Charcuterie.
That's what I said. Charcuterie? It's not like I said chark or anything like that. Couldn't be me. I obviously am well known for my exceptional ability to say words. Obviously. There we go. Ads are all done. Now nobody will get hit by them. How about Deadeye and Ezia? How are you two doing? Are you guys just popping on in to say, hey, I'm here? And then you're leaving me with no context? Nah, you actually just kind of stopped reading it aloud. I've never done that to any words. I think I started messing it up, is what happened. It's like S's and R's, and it gets a little confusing sometimes. Never. No, no, never. You're doing good? That's good, Deadeye. I'm glad. That's great to hear. Oh my goodness, guys. I've actually done work in my world. I spent like 6 hours yesterday peacefully in the morning working away in my world. You don't know what I did? Yeah, let me take a sip of coffee. I don't want to be shouting. I think Hannah's still sleeping. I worked on pillars. I built a row of pillars, 6 of them. So I guess a little under 6 hours. Probably like 4.5 or something. I think it was over a span of 6 hours. I didn't would take little breaks here and there. Alyssa, hello there. How are you doing? It's good to see you this morning. I hope you're well. You enjoying your Sunday morning? That's good to hear. I am as well. I am as well. Shucks. Still sipping my coffee as of yet. Oh, there we go. But guys, I spent time in the world. I I was able to actually have a bit of time. I had a productive day yesterday. Spent the morning on here listening to different streams. I never do that. I never get the chance to listen to streams and chat along with people. Got to watch a Dr. J stream and a bit of Calvin stream. So I was hanging out with them throughout the day whilst I was working on pillars. I built this entire row yesterday over the span of, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours in the morning. Room's filling up. Shark Cooch. Yeah. Hi, Hannah. Good morning. Did I wake you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But the room's filling up indeed. Isn't this great? I'm not gonna work on pillars today. But I don't know. I'm making loads of progress. I got, I was actually looking at resources here. I'm starting to run a little low on some of them. I think by the time I finished those 6 pillars over there and I had emptied like 6 shulkers as well. You've so many points. How'd you manage that? Don't say that. There's some people here that have actually an absurd amount of points. They're gonna be like, oh really? You got so many points? Well, how about it? Well, I'm glad you got about a bunch of points. I don't have too many cool things to spend them on, but I moved my foot and bumped a cinnamon, who promptly a cinnamon hole, who promptly bit me. I mean, yeah, that's what else would you do? Oh, good morning there, Tabs. How are you doing? So we do have the cookie reading. I actually just restocked the box because I had gone through another row. Oh my, I don't have that much. Those statues will get done. You have a measly 300. I thought you'd have a bit. Well, I don't know. That seems pretty accurate, actually. Working on a puzzle. Ooh, what's the puzzle look like? Is it a scenery or something specific? Abs, more pillars got done. I don't know if you guys just have me up on TV or anything. More pillars. It's a bee and flowers. It's a wooden puzzle. Ah, oh, that's cool. Up in the living room. Ah, that's what I kind of assumed. Over 1/3 of the way to 1,000,000, and that, what? Add poo-pooing it? They had to have changed something. Oh, to downplay. I don't know. You gotta understand, most of the chats I open up, I have well over 1,000,000. Some of them are close to 2,000,000 channel points, or like 500,000 and up. Those are just the people I consistently watch. I love how I put down my extra blanket to keep Cinnamon from my feet, and she instead burrows underneath and still attacks me. I mean, what'd you expect? She is smart. It is a lot of points. 372,000? Well done. Good morning there, Daryl. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Good to see you. We're just kind of bouncing around. I worked on pillars yesterday. I finished a row of them. So it doesn't even look like I really worked on them, but I did. I'd woke up early yesterday and I was wanting to get stuff done. I just wanted to get something done in Minecraft. I was in the mood to do stuff. And I was like, well, there's a handful of different ideas that I've been meaning to get around to, but I was like, maybe I should just work on something I already have going. And did that. Being vague on purpose. You're doing good? That's good to hear. I'm glad. Hannah doesn't have a boss. Her boss got let go. It's not as for. So the way you watch stream way more than you do. It's only so many points we can get in 6 hours a week. I know. You're saying the people I watch stream way more, to be fair. I don't know. Most of them are full time. Who's the Jessie is the one that isn't for sure, but she used to stream a lot. Like Jessie streamed an absurd amount of hours before. I stream more than 6 hours a week. It all depends. Thank you for the follow there, Games Official. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well this Sunday morning. You're not miserable. Making it sound worse than it is. Work is miserable. No, we liked the boss. Hannah had been reporting to her for about 3 years. Or over 3 years. Boss is gone, though, now. That's not, yeah. And continue working on the hills. I really want to get these finished up. I just don't know how I want to form them fully. We should be able to get a lot of progress done on these today, this morning. That was my boss, we mentor from in the past 3 years. Trying to clean up the aftermath has been a mess, yep. It's, yeah. It's, that's a good summary of that. that. Do, do, do. Oh no, you do a lot. I mean, you've been reading a lot and enjoying that. Gonna change the subject here now before I go to my usual rants of working myself up. Yeah. Sim has finally left my field. That's what you think. Now staring at me from the corner of the room. Nah, usual cinnamon things. Scares you sometimes. Nah, she's just a little bundle of joy. The boss wasn't mean. She's trying to chew on a bundle of cinnamon. Don't do that. She does gnaw on the doorstop. Just the one. Just the one doorstop. It's really weird. It's like one of those doorstops at the bottom where it's like springy. You like if you were to hit it, it goes wow. Yeah, now you get the point, right? She for some odd reason likes to bite the one of them, and it's really weird. And I don't really care because it's like she's not gonna like break it or anything. It's just weird. And like it's not like she's growing kitty by any means, so it's not like she's teething or anything. She just wants to gnaw at it sometimes. Other games official. Assuming you've just been lurking and listening. Hope you've been enjoying. I remember for a while after we got her, my dog would chew on my headsets, cords, hats. Never shoes though. Really, never shoes. I feel like I've heard dogs doing that one. This one's a cat. Cinnamon's a kitty. I remember I said, say I can't imagine the cinnamon around a headset cord. She does all right with my headset I use for work. There'll be a few times where I'm wearing it and talking with someone, and she starts to like bring her paw up to bat at it since it's moving. And then I'm like, no, don't do. I like I bat her little paw away, and she just like stares at the cord as it's moving ever so slightly. She does a pretty good job around any of my desk stuff. But there'll be moments where she likes to test the limits. Also, don't have the biggest care in the world for the headset I use. It's just one of my old HyperX ones. If it would be wireless, it would be, if not. Have you tried to walk Cinnamon? I mean, she walks around with us apartment. Yeah, Hannah did get a harness that she forgets how to walk when we put it on. Yeah, that's a common thing, apparently. I had a dream last night. She got out the back door and ran away. Oh, that's a terrible dream. Well, good thing that didn't happen. We could. We could tabs, but I don't think she would really enjoy being outside all too much. She'd enjoy it for a moment, and then like a vehicle would go driving past, and she'd run away. Or like if a person were to just walk past, I don't think she'd all feel too comfortable. If a bird though flew past, oh, bird better keep flying. I'd rather keep her an indoor cat for her health, yeah. But it was because Thad left the door open when he went outside to enjoy nature, eating almonds and muffins. I actually had a muffin recently, finally. I haven't had muffins in a while. Uh, when Hannah had her sibling campout trip that I was at, we had brought muffins. Because I hadn't had one in a while. They were delicious. Nice blueberry muffin. This has been quite a while. It's dark here. Let's flatten this out a little bit. Well, maybe not just yet. One more up and then we flatten out. That was a typical dream weird situations. Neighbor came and just like opened our, oh yeah, casually because there's not a lock on it. Opened our back door and set their own cat in our apartment, and Cinnamon chased after it into the back while it was dark and raining. Had to be raining too, of course. Naturally. It was casual. It was weird. I know. You have a lot of weird dreams. Lucky, my goodness, how are you doing this morning? Hope all is well with you. You're gonna say melatonin induced dreams anymore? I've never had to take any sort of things to help me sleep. Does it just make you sleepy? Like, obviously that's the point of it, but like, or does it just keep you sleeping longer? No. 2020 Hannah needed a exorcism. Oh, weren't you like always drinking energy drinks? Then you're always taking sleeping things. It's seems counterproductive. The brain chemical that you naturally produce with your you're sleeping. Oh, cool. Mine must work very well. Do parts of my last two dreams were me on my phone and 911 while getting CPR. Oh, that's fun. I'm glad everybody's having terrible dreams. I'm so sorry they're lucky. Yes, last you were here, you weren't, you feeling a little sick or something, I remember? Yeah, I had, two Bang Energy cotton candy, cotton candy drinks a day. Then I would try and knock myself out with 10, tonin, yep. Oh, it just sounds counterproductive. That on top of having red LEDs in my room, no wonder I had a fever dream of feeling like a rotisserie chicken. Naturally. Yeah, no wonder. It should work. Wolfman, thank you so much for the follow there. How are you doing this morning? They sound it, but a lot of people drink energy drinks to get to sleep. It's weird, but to each their own. That is weird. Like this was before I met any of y'all that I still talk to today. Yeah, basically. Uh, I was playing on the. We were on the same Minecraft server at the time, and I'd see you in chat talking with Maya. I guess I knew of Lara, but I didn't meet Laj until the fall. Man, we're so good friends. Such good friends, right? Good influence. When did you join the server? Like what month? I don't know. I don't even know if I could find when. I joined randomly, because Tanisha wasn't streaming, and all it took was subbing to her, so I subbed to her, and then I joined because I knew people on it. And then I then I was given like a set of armor and wings, and honestly, that's how most of my server experiences have gone over the years. I join them, and since I know people on them, I just end up getting gear. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I could maybe find in her Discord when I first joined it. Where am I? Here I am. If it tells me when I joined it. I don't know how to tell. July, apparently. July 28th of 2020. End of July. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, you may have been on that server, but I didn't really notice you until. Oh, I didn't do much talking with people. I just was building away. So, like, right before September? This makes sense. Yup. Elijah had his server going. That makes sense, yeah. I didn't really hang out in Tanisha's stream all too much. I don't really hang out in any. Now that I look at, like, looking back at all the times I, like, have ever been on Twitch and, like, hanging out in chat, I don't really, like, chat in chats on Twitch. Like, I'll send a handful of messages here and there. Maybe Oscar's stream is where I've talked the most. The only reason I would say I've talked more in Elijah's is just because I would hang out there way more. Pug Dev, hello there. How are you doing today? Hope all is well with you. You know you can now get emeralds from wandering traders? Kind of cool. Just woke up. Well, there you go. I hope you slept well. You lurked in Elijah's a lot and threw the occasional cookie. Yup. It's, yep. Then he VIP'd me for it. You know what's even better? Sorry. I followed and subbed to Tanisha. She wasn't even streaming at the time. Just did it, and I got on her sub servers since I knew people on it, right? Alright. Then later on, within the next 2 weeks, or within the next 2 weeks of, like, just getting to know her, I end up in a VC with a whole bunch of, like, the close-knit group of Tanisha's people, because this was the rise of Among Us. So I ended up playing Among Us with a bunch of these people. No idea how I managed that one. That would have been mid-September. Yeah. Like, wow. 2.5 weeks later of joining this community. It's just a funny thing that ends up happening with me where I'll go and join a community, and within a short span, I don't know, I just get into the right groups and that. There aren't too many chats I hang out with in that I'm not VIP or something like that. And goodness no, I would not want to be mod. I don't. Do people still want such things? Don't want it. You suck up to the right people? Apparently. I don't even think it's sucking up. I just. It's my natural aura. And nowadays, most of those communities and all that are not around as often anymore, sadly. My realm, 90% of the other people want to kill me and take my stuff because I'm too rich. I mean, isn't that's great, isn't it? You know what you do in those situations? That's when you just start giving away what you have. Yeah, do a handstand with your pants down. Wow. That was quick thinking there. Except for the fact that I had to fly my stuff 15,000 blocks away from any other known base. I love it. I miss days like that on servers. Enjoy the moments. And you were giving your stuff away. I think the rest of them are just greedy. I made long-lasting friendships with people I've met on Minecraft servers by just giving them stuff. I honestly don't know how I managed to get anything done in Minecraft. Most of the time, I just hop around in circles. It's one of my favorite titles to make fun of. Like it. If you're doing a handstand with your and your pants are down, wouldn't they be fully pulled up on your waist? So wouldn't they be on? See, I thought about that when I hit enter, and I still don't know. Sometimes you just don't think through it. Someone's still staring at me from the corner. That buys friends confirmed. Well, yeah, Tabs, and we also know I sacrifice my friends in games. What's new? I'm messing with you, but I wouldn't say I sacrifice my friends. I just, I toss them into the fire and see what happens. Either they live or they die. Usually they end up dead, and then I'm like, well, it's a good thing I won't ever need to rely on them. Then I know who I can rely on. If they survive, well, that's good. You don't sacrifice, you offer up. Yeah, kind of. I think the best way to learn in games sometimes is to just be thrown out into the deep end. That's how I learned. Just have people that put up with whatever is wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. Tall grass, Pug Dev? You saying we need tall grass around here? I agree. Not gonna do it right now. At the moment, I'm more just working on the shaping of all my terraforming here. If you want a little look at what some of my more late stage terraforming and that, I got a custom plains bomb I did over here where I made it all fully detailed. Got a river that runs through here. But eventually I start adding more fun stuff. Now I know Thad kills me on purpose in games, and each time, Daryl, you learn things. Isn't it great? Not on purpose, okay? I don't purposely try and kill you. I may have shot a cannon at you in Core Keeper on purpose, but that was one time. I only did it once, and I wanted to see your reaction. Yeah, I learned to run from you. Yeah, sometimes that's the smart thing to do. I don't know what it is. I honestly do. Okay, me being fully honest, I really do try and keep you guys alive when I play with you in games. Try my very best. I don't know how you guys die. I I have to assume it's that I know my limitations in the game, and you guys are blindly following me. And you guys don't know your own limitations sometimes, and you're blindly following what my limitations are, and you just end up dead. I even try to keep you alive. I give you what you need. I feed you. I do everything I can, and you just end up dead. It's I don't know. Every time, like every single time. I don't know how many times I've gone adventuring with friends in games, and they die. It's honestly become a joke at this point. Nobody should ever go adventuring with me. Die. Oh, can we quote that, Hannah? That part of exploring the game is dying and learning. Can we quote that? Please, I need to like frame this. The food's poisoned. The food isn't poisoned. It's safe. Glass looks very tall with that texture and the dirt under it. Oh, you're saying with the block? Yeah, I got the. I'm assuming this is what you mean. The the texture of my grass block. I just deleted a leaf litter. Gotta place that back. This thing. Yeah. I'll catch up here. I'm slightly in tears here, laughing at myself. Or people like oh, that's not. Uh, we need to forge a victims of Thad alliance. I'm in. You shot me. You just said on purpose. I just wanted to see what you'd say. I knew you'd live. There are three parties when playing with Thad. There's Thad, there's Thad's friends, and then there's the other Thad. What? No, except Don't Starve Together. That game is made by and for masochists. Don't Starve Together is great. It's such a fun game, though. You just have to get past all of the survival. Once you learn how to survive and Don't Starve Together, then it's fine. Like if you know how to survive each season and prepare for it, it's easy peasy. Thad has no control as to what other Thad does. What? I'm not like Moon Knight now. I just wanted to see what you'd say. Thad, that is a crazy response to shooting someone. What? It was I got a good chuckle out of it. He had a great reaction to me shooting. He didn't Daryl didn't realize I was shooting him on purpose at the time. And you know me, I brushed it off. Said, "Oh, I was just trying to protect you," and all that. Totally wasn't doing this on purpose, even though all the enemies were already dead. Oh, I'm sorry, Daryl. Do you forgive me? No, Don't Starve Together is not at all forgiving. And how are you supposed to learn when you are punished for dying by making it easier to keep dying? Well, see, okay. Don't Starve Together isn't supposed to be as easy as I make it when we play it. And now you're like, what do you mean? It's supposed to be even worse. Well, see, Don't Starve Together, you're supposed to, like, when you die in it, you get like 10 minutes to try and bring yourself back to life. Otherwise, the world restarts. Just fully restarts. That's how harsh the game is supposed to be. I'm not listening to your defenses. I can't hear. Yes, you can. You can't. It's supposed to be worse. That when you die, you get only a few minutes to try and bring yourself back to life. Or if you're playing with people, you bring them back. But if you all die, you only get a few minutes left to try and bring yourself back to life. Find like a touchstone or some sort of other item you may have made. Otherwise, the world resets. And that's how you play. So you get always reset back into the easiest season. So you just learn from there, and you learn how to beat winter. And then you learn that at the end of winter, a big boss comes and destroys your base. So what do you have to do? You got to prepare for the big boss and winter. You learn how to survive winter, then you learn how to defeat the boss, or just like learn how to recover after the boss destroys your base. And you go from there. So then you go on to the next season, spring. Oh, spring is terrible, right? It's always raining, draining your sanity. So how the heck do you got to stay dry? Well, you make a hat, make an umbrella. You learn about all these other things. You slowly start learning how to survive spring. Get past spring, then you're on to, what is it, summer? And summer is terrible. It's just terrible. It's always hot. Things catch fire. You slowly learn how to survive that. Once you get that point, you've learned how to survive all the seasons. You learn that there's periodic dog waves that come for you. There's all sorts of things. You just slowly learn it. And if you don't, you die and restart back in the easiest season. You start back over. That is how I did it. That's how I learned it. Whilst also looking up a lot of stuff. I shall never trust again. You can trust me. It's fine. I've got selective hearing and I'm not hearing excuses. I can't hear. You're hot, then you're cold. What? You're in, then you're obviously something I don't know. This sounds like a heavy-winded, I'm sorry, everyone. Oh yeah, he's not apologizing. It's a great game. I hope he knows I'm not listening. Not gonna lie, I zoned out, got confused, and zoned backed out. He said it, clip it, what? Jeffrey Dahmer. You can trust me. I'm here. Nothing will happen to you. Dad, you know, just because you suffer through this nightmare of a game doesn't mean you have to make everyone else play it. Of course it does. Can we just go back to the point where I said we need to frame this quote? Thad, part of exploring the game is dying and learning. That is literally the essence of Don't Starve Together, is that you go and explore the game, die, and you learn. It just happens like 100 times more often than any other survival game. Quote it if you keep the second part of what I said. It's so demoralizing to die that much, to see all your hard work thrown away. That's the point of that's the fun part. That you get to rebuild. In Thad's defense, he just got out of battle. He was in the battle mindset. If something moves, make it go. There are points and times, though, games official, that I am in mindsets like that. I'll be playing Overwatch. It's a good thing Friendly Fire isn't on in Overwatch.
Thad, there's also this game called Russian Roulette some people play. It doesn't sound like a pleasant experience, so I don't play it. You talking about how hard the game could be is like saying actually, original Russian Roulette was 2/6, so it could be worse than the current.
He had a hard time at 6th. So it could be worse than the current 1/6. None of this changes the fact that Don't Starve Together is demoralizing and unpleasant. Made and for masochist, Thad. I know. There'll be times I'm playing Overwatch, right? And I'm in the mindset of if something moves, it's gotta destroy. I'll be playing it, and it's a good thing Friendly Fire is not on. Because if it were, I would have killed so many friendly fires. There are many times where something's moving on my screen, I quick flick over to it and shoot. There was a point yesterday playing Overwatch, and I don't know who it was. I think it was Hannah. You were playing Frog, or we had an ally that was playing Frog. And I just, like, it started bouncing around in front of me, so I whacked it. I need more cookies. Don't we all need more cookies? Have a cookie there, Pug Dev. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream. It's it's not that demoralizing. It doesn't take long to rebuild and Don't Starve Together as well. Like, it's very easy to get tools and armor and all that back. It's like very simplistic uh resources. I just know Tabs is also trying to reason with Donks somewhat. Yeah, the frog thing. It hops around real fast. It's green. I don't know. It sounds like a frog to me. I don't know what he's actually called. The frog thing? Yeah. And what I'm trying to convince Donk of, that Don't Starve Together is a fun game. What, that Don't Starve Together is a fun game? Get back. Go back to bed. What are you doing, you weirdo? No, Tabs is more reasonable than you. She knows the game I don't like. That's fair. I guess. I've given up trying to convince him. After hearing your description, he would never believe it to be any sort of game that could bring joy. It is! It's a fun survival. Sometimes it is fun to play a difficult game. It makes you think strategically.
Masochist.
Oh my goodness. No, because I don't get killed. I don't die when we play Don't Starve Together.
Show off.
It's my natural talent.
Shut up.
It is.
Shut
I don't
up.
I don't die often. Yeah, do a handstand.
Do I have to pull my pants up or down?
So that is pulling out the skill issue card now. I mean, sometimes you guys have to be honest with yourself. Sometimes it's just not your night and the skill is it's just not there. You never got warmed up playing the game. That was you. I did fine. New challenge. Thad must now be the victim in the next game night. That's not a new challenge. You know how often we play games where it's like Pummel Party and you guys will I'll have people that target me in the mini games. How's that go for you guys? Who still ends up winning? Skill issue? You guys what? Where are we going? I'm playing Minecraft. Stuff. I gotta sleep. Watch out, Hannah. Thad's head is getting too big for the apartment. What? What was that? You said something. Did you say relatable? For real? Custom headset? I'd love one. For my big head. Oh, I see. I just want to play my peaceful game. You know how happy I would be if we just all decided that we should just only play Minecraft and we peacefully build away? I'd be so content. Only Minecraft. Minecraft's way more peaceful than Overwatch. There's a reason why I just enjoy playing Minecraft. I don't enjoy needing to try so much in other games. But my peaceful building time. I took years off of playing an FPS game, and Overwatch dragged me back. So anyway, how's everyone else's morning going? What kind of skin should I make? A cool looking one? I don't know. A soldier. Like a medieval soldier. A knight. Sure. Ooh, an ad starting in a minute. Let's snooze it so it lines up with my break. It's only been an hour. Been a long hour of trying to convince people don't starve together. Is a fun game. No, it's alright. It's truthfully, you guys are all your own people and can decide what games you enjoy or don't. Oops. I do still think people should always give a game a chance. You'd be surprised how often you enjoy one. Can't be the victim. He refuses to play games he's not good at. He wouldn't even stream city building game because it wasn't going well. That's not true. I finished an entire city in that game. And I didn't stream it because it was on my own time and I play games sometimes that I don't stream. I don't stream every game I play, essentially. Uh-huh. After deleting the one that was kicking your butt. Well, there is always a learning curve in a game, donk. No, I think I actually did stick it through with my first city. I eventually did start another playthrough once I, like, completed all the milestones for that one. And then I started another one with what I all learned, and it was never as good as the first one. I don't. There's like so many weird little mechanics that just don't make. They would assume something works one way. I think the biggest thing I like tried working on the most was trying to get traffic where it just would flow nicely, and it's just impossible with City Skylines. You'd always have these areas where it just kind of would become a gridlock. Sometimes, but there'd be points throughout the day that it would get bad depending on the size of your city tabs. Like there'd be times where it's like people were idiot drivers, which I guess honestly kind of lines up with real life. Had epic battles with traffic in the last few months. And it's really fun trying to like try and solve it or redo the roads like in real life. That's what I ended up doing a lot of. I'd like pause the game. I had gotten to a point where I had paused the game for so long that I ran out of money while trying to redo all my roads, and I had to resume it. Playing on the PS4 and love the game. It's a really peaceful game. It's a lot of fun. Hardly pause it. I'd pause it just so I didn't like break my city too much. Because I would be disconnecting like entire parts of my city and rebuilding it. Made this like super highway that just crossed from like one side of the city, uh, crossed from one part of the city to a city that was on the other side of this river, and it would just be consistently being used. Never get public transportation to work very well though. I think that was my biggest problem. I just couldn't. It wasn't. It was weird how it worked. I eventually got some of it working, but still, people just didn't use it all too often. Yeah, you gotta. I had the same sort of thing. You can't really. But, like, how do you start having a main highway when you don't even have the options to do that? Love buses and the subways. Yeah, like, I eventually got them built, but I must have done something wrong with them because nobody would use the subway. I had planes, though, that people were using to get from some of the farther cities. Like, tabs like pausing and moving a bridge or something, then unpausing and watching the cars migrate. Watching them all zoom off in the two different directions. Train stations pop off. Nice. Alright, I gotta take a break here. This is a good time for anyone else to take a break as well, you know. Stand up, grab a drink of water, maybe grab something to eat if you're feeling a little hungry. If you haven't had breakfast just yet. Maybe it's almost lunchtime for some of you, I bet. But anywho, I'll be right back. Cheap viewers. What have I talked? What have I said about cheap viewers? I only want the best ones. When was the last time you played Bedrock? Oh goodness, I don't know. Year ago? Sometime within the last year? I don't play Bedrock too often. I much prefer Java overall. But that's because I play on PC. I'm a cheap, I'm cheap and a viewer. No, but that doesn't make you a cheap viewer. He wants the best ones, but fortunately for us, he's willing to settle for mediocrity. No, you guys are the best. You know this. This I can confirm. Hello there, H and Minxie. How's your Sunday been? I hope your weekend's been well too. You should play it because they put new music and they cooked. Put new music, just like the game music in general. Also, I noticed we have some friends here when I pause the stream. Ooh, look at you on a 5 stream streak. That's their Minxie. Tabs. I got access to streaks now. For Twitch. They just all of a sudden showed up one day. 5 stream streak with H as well. There you go. Oh, thank you guys for coming into each stream. Appreciate it. So weird that it took so long. Yeah. I even looked one day around for it, and now I instantly found where the setting was. All of a sudden, it was who was it? It was either Daryl or Monica. All of a sudden, like threw in the 3 stream streak when you first get the message about it. I was like, what? I didn't know I had these. I never even had an email about it or anything. It was weird. Just one day, I just had it. Eevee has them now. I think they finally rolled them out to everyone. Maybe, or they're starting to roll it out to more people. I don't know. So that's cool. I feel like they do a lot of testing of different things, which is really cool, honestly. That they test different stuff on Twitch. So it's kind of cool to see one of them actually seem to be getting used more often. I don't know. I don't really have any huge sway on liking the stream streaks or not. I never end up getting a high stream streak anywhere. I saw you had like a 235 day one in Jesse's, I think, Daryl. It was insane. But yeah, I have the stream streak now all of a sudden. So that's cool. I know some of you guys really like them. There are a few of us up there. A few? It's just crazy. Can someone do !project for me? That command has the exact day count from when I first started it. Started this my mountain project. I'm curious. We passed 1,000 a while back. It's got to be near 1,300. Oh wow, it is well over 1,300. It's at 1,700. Like 2,000 next year. It's insane. Something cool about just seeing something is counted in days. Is that right? Does that add up right? Yeah, it adds up right, I'm assuming. Within, I just did 5 years. Just rounded up. What are people wanting to do for next Hulk game night? If anyone has any games in mind. Even just out of the list that we've already played. I know Isley has suggested this one silly like wizard game a few times. How many players can play Peak? I know, isn't there a mod that allows for like 8? Maybe we could play that one time. Overwatch. Yeah, but I mean 5 players is a lot, I guess. There's even 6v6. I usually aim for games that are about 8 players. Humble Party. Humble Party's always a lot of fun. I always enjoy it. And last Humble Party, my internet dropped, so I wasn't even able to join you for most of it. Played a bit of one. I always really like the mini games in Humble Party. That's my favorite part of it. Whoever won that one game of Humble Party that we had going? To do Kulisar? Thank you there for the follow. Did I say your name right? Kulisar? Enjoy this? What, Minecraft? Probably Mongoose. Mongoose, is quite good at, Pummel Party, that's for sure. He's put a lot of hours into it. Just a cozy stream? Oh, yes, that's what we usually end up doing here. Who's Mongoose? Oh, one of the people that hang out here. He does a bit of streaming as well, I know. I don't know how often. Yeah, we're just terraforming here at the moment, Kosar. Working on some like a hilly plains biome here. I must hydrate. I'll happily hydrate. Thank you very much. Do a lot of terraforming around here. Got that mountain that we've been working on as well in the background. Build, thank you. Spent a lot of time working in this world, that is for sure. It's funny, I was listening to Dr. J's stream and someone had hopped into chat with one of their friends. Someone had raided in and they were just hanging out. And they were boosting their friend up. They're like, they do a lot of these amazing mega builds. And I'm like, I was working in this world at the point in time on the pillars in the morning. And I was like, honestly, I don't even know what to classify this. Like, at this point, I'm just world building. Or there's like separate mega builds within one. I think we've talked about it before where it's just kind of hard to explain the scale at which this area has just kind of evolved into. It's only a mountain because you're such a short dwarf. I'm not that short of a dwarf. Are you kidding? I'm, average height for a dwarf. I don't know what the average height is. Can we go off of Tolkien's? I think he puts his at like what? 5'5" average? Maybe? I am totally off on that. I think like hobbits are like in that 3-foot range, and then dwarves are at 5 foot. Maybe to classify as an epic mega world build, maybe? Epic mega world build. I like it. Minecraft builds for you. You build your own terrain. Dwarf for like 2 feet. No, not in Tolkien's world. That's like the hobbits are like 2 and 3 feet. Let's look it up. Tolkien. Let's go through Lord of the Rings on there. How tall dwarf? 5 feet. That's what I thought. Oh, hobbits get up to 4 feet. 2 though. 2 to 4 feet. And then elves and men are above 5 foot. It's in that like 6 foot to 7 foot range. That's what I thought. I've looked it up once before when I was building one of my D&D dwarf characters. It was like there was a place for height. I was like, I don't know. We'll look it up. So I looked it up there. And I think I looked up like D&D dwarf heights, and I was like saddened with how I was like, no, that doesn't seem tall enough. Is what I was thinking. I was like, we'll look up Lord of the Rings ones. We'll go off of that. That's what I think of when I think of dwarves. Which country am I from? Oh, I'm from the US. But I'm up in the Midwest. You're from Canada? Oh, we love our Canadians. I got a good handful of Canadian friends. They're always a joy. Show you a little more of my build since you're sticking around. Yeah, so we've been working on these hills for a while, just slowly shaping them all out. Eventually I'll make them actually look nice with different details and blocks and that, making them look a little more finished like my plains biome over here that we've worked on. I did start expanding it over this way a little bit, like throwing in some of those like patches of dirt, then we gotta come through and add boulders and then the rest of the details. Got our medieval port city that I haven't worked on in quite a while. Then my main build here, which is the mountain and it'll house a dwarven kingdom. Big build. I know how to do an MLG. Like a water bucket clutch? Yeah, you just place the water bucket down. One of the rooms here. Ah! You love it, Minxie! I was working on pillars yesterday, as I said. I got an entire row of them done. Sat down for a good like 5-6 hours yesterday morning. All listening to streams. Got another row done. It's look at that. Once I finished this row, I took a step back and I was like, whoa, that row really made this room fill up a little bit more. Got 2 more left in this quadrant, 2 more rows, and then this partial quadrant. I think there's like 50-ish pillars left to do. And I just finished the 96th one down there. And there's 96 pillars built. Sounds right. 50 isn't bad at all? No, it isn't. We are well past the halfway mark. It'll still take a while. I mean, what is that math-wise? 50 pillars times about roughly 45 minutes, divided to get hours. About 37 hours, 37 and a half hours left. It's fine. How many hours have we actually put into this? I haven't done the math in a while. Roughly 72 hours have been spent working on these pillars. That's just placing the blocks. How much was the number before? There's 37 more hours. I'm gonna spend over 100 hours just building pillars. Do it at the highest height possible. Nah, I'm alright. I did that for an advancement in Blazing Caves, though. Unless that's just an actual advancement. No, we gotta continue terraforming here. Should take a break. Trying to get rid of me this quickly. We take breaks on the hour here. Just imagine how cool it would be to have a room that was 12 by 12. 104 was 12 by 12. 144 pillars sounds like the ideal amount. Isn't that how many pillars I need? Is 144? I thought that was actually the number. Yes, if it was a perfect square, it isn't because the mountain cuts into it a bit. It's the quadrants are 6 by 6s, so there's 36 in a quadrant and there's 4 quadrants. So it would be 144. I'm mistaking the number then. Probably because you've said the number 144 to me all the time. I forget what the number used to be. Time to re-terraform the mountain to fit in an even amount of pillars. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. Not yet, anyway. I think it'll look kind of cool if we have some partial pillars in some of the areas and have, like, the natural look of the mountain coming in a little bit. I have a few different ideas that I've kind of messed around with. Add to that area. Although I wouldn't be opposed to re-terraforming if I needed to. It's not... I don't think it cuts into it too much. Let's quick fly over here and hope it's in render distance. Yeah, it's a very small amount. You just have to bring this out to roughly the edge of the quarry would be it. It would vastly change the front look here. Just something I don't know if I'd like. I was teasing. I like your idea. It makes it seem like there was either a cave in that took some pillars out, or a cave in that took some pillars out. Part that just cuts in has not been finished by the dwarves yet. Kind of adds to the story of the world, if that makes sense. Oh, it does. Absolutely. It's like a little less of a polished area, which I do want areas like that. There used to be a point in time where I would want everything to be perfect and symmetrical and all that, and I've kind of moved away from that a bit when it comes to building. I say that as I am working on a grid of Shroomlights that is perfect and symmetrical, but that's for resource purposes. When it comes to building, though, I've learned that sometimes it's kind of really cool to not have everything be perfect. More asymmetric sometimes. Even is cool. Why is that Shroomlight there? Oh. Oh no, this... What's the Shroomlight grid? What are the numbers? I may have done all these backwards. It's a 0, 5. I did this one backwards, I see. No, I think we could... we can do something really cool with having a more cave-like look. These for those that haven't seen the more. Oh, don't worry. Tabs redeemed cookies at the beginning of the stream there, Daryl. Those that haven't seen the more finished look of the pillared room in my creative world where I designed it out, all the walls are very heavily detailed. Oh, great. Thank you for redeeming more cookies. I really didn't need them. Whoops. My shulker box is still full. Let's just throw this guy here. Move this guy. I don't need them. There we go. Quick replace of those. Let's go this way. And this all lines up perfect. How many cookies have I eaten? I think it was nearing 20,000 finally. Or we had passed it. Oh, we had passed it. It's nearing 25,000. 25,000 cookies eaten. Why do you guys do this to me? If I ever have a server that you guys are playing on it, I'm forcing you guys to eat cookies. And you will deal with the same saturation levels that I've had to deal with for years now. Because it's a redeem. That's fair. It's completely fair. Force you guys to eat cookies. You'll have no way around it. That bedrock doesn't even have saturation healing or offhand eating. You're gonna have a lot. You're gonna have to work a lot harder than that to get sympathy from us. Well, it's not even the saturation healing. It's just the saturation level of the food. Like, I am consistently eating all the time. I'm not. I wasn't saying anything about saturation healing. Also, it's still weird that that is something that they don't have that's synced between the two of them. Because saturation healing has been around, like, since the combat update. Yes, offhand eating. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't let you guys use your offhand for stuff either. That's another weird one. It's like, what, you can throw arrows in it probably and a totem? Shield? That's it. I'd assume. Interface issues, problems with being touch screen compatible. Touchscreen users. That's the problem that they can't get around. Well, you can do torches though. Really? Can you do blocks then? Because torches are just like blocks. You can do blocks. Really? But then at that point, okay, I don't know. I don't think they're trying hard enough. If you're able to use a shield, which is basically holding down the click of the other one, which is the same thing as what you would do for eating, how does the shield work with touchscreen then? Just a weird conundrum, I guess. You've got to crouch to use the shield? You being honest with me? I don't know. Maybe I'm just oversimplifying it. I probably am. I've never known either of those to be possible in Bedrock. I'm like, if you're able to use the shield in your offhand with Bedrock, you'd assume you'd be able to eat something with your offhand in Bedrock. With touchscreen on that. Like if you found how to make a shield work. Oh. Because I must say, it's quite handy being able to just have food in your offhand. You see all these hardcore streamers that hold totems and all that in their offhand, they just never use it. Like, sure, they might die here and there, and it's great for that moment, but it's so much more efficient than having an extra slot with my food being in the offhand. Big advocate of having food there. Not like I've always had the offhand. I used to throw it on the easy to click button for food. It is true you have to literally crouch to block with a shield and offhand on Bedrock. That sounds dreadful. I guess you're like protecting your feet. It's like one of those long shields in medieval times. You'd like crouch down a little bit to fully cover your body. There you go. That actually turned out pretty close to what I was kind of want on here. I didn't want hills as large as these ones, just some smaller ones. that kind of start to round out towards some of the flatter land. That looks quite well. Sweet. Did I terraform this out here? Okay. I'm gonna come back through for this section here. There's gonna be a small waterfall that I think would be fun. Oh, this is coming together. Can't believe they forced you guys to crouch to use a shield. Ugh. It really is a completely different game somewhat. Oh, it's coming together. Definitely coming together. Really should expend. Wow, well done, Thad. Expand this pathway, continuing this way, and get it roughly to where I want to build a bridge. It could be really fun to have a bridge that kind of crosses here at a interesting angle. We'll have to use some very I think organic like building. Not so much easily structured stuff where everything's in straight lines nicely like this stuff. More at taken as at a weird angle, like something like this. It crosses like that, and even that's just still a little bit straight. Yeah. That'll be a fun one to try and design and creative. I've never done anything like that. Apart from just terraforming in general, so hopefully it comes a little bit naturally. I'm sure it'll look good. Starting to empty more shulkers. I still have been going through a point where I empty a whole bunch of shulkers, and then I use them for something, and then I empty them. Haven't had to make shulker boxes in a while. There's only like 2,000 of them in my world. Oh, 4,000. Almost 4,000. I don't know why I thought it was 2,500. I don't know where all the shulker boxes are. I know I may have lost like 3 shulker boxes ever in this world. So most of those shulker boxes are just sitting in chests with items. Oh, I bet there's a lot of shulker boxes that sit in the restocking uh element here. This thing that just quick places shulker boxes for me. Then there's a lot of pre-colored ones. Even then, can't be more than 100 or so. What do you guys think of these hills? I've never had to build hills before in Minecraft. I've done like cliff edges and that. I really like this section. I'm glad this is like closest to us. I wish I had done a little more stuff like this. We had done one more that was similar to it over here. Just a little bit. And this section I got a little lackluster with making the different cliff faces that we see here. I'll come back through and add more of those at some point. Like these I didn't even throw a stone into, it's just there. I still need to finish off this. I don't know, do you think this has turned out alright? I know this section got a little flat. But that's fine. That's where I think the bridge will connect nicely. It's kind of why I made it flat. Was preemptively planning out and knowing that there'd probably be some structures that I'll build over here, maybe some towers and that. You know, early defense stuff. Thinking about Dwarven Kingdom and be a wall that'll eventually go up here. Maybe, probably. I had at one point had a lot of initial plans before this build has evolved into what it is now. And a lot of those ideas I've now scrapped as I've uh, learned more about building and have gotten better at it. No comments on the hills? That's fine. Probably like, well, Thad, they're a little plain. Probably add some grass to it, and you're like, yeah, you guys are right. It's like, I have this pathway that cuts through here. That's for sure. I've thought about making like a stone bridge that kind of crosses this crevice here. Could be fun. I trust your process. You always make it beautiful. Monica, you're too kind. Thank you. I more was just thinking about the how this all has all kind of turned out for the shaping of it all. You know what? I am starting to like this more as I'm looking at this part. I actually really like that. Once we get something over here, I think it'll really add to it. We have a river that runs through here for anyone that doesn't know that plan. This little windy place. So it'll be kind of like a big moat around the hills. Maybe we do both. Have a pathway that goes through here and another pathway that crosses it. Maybe this pathway spans out also that heading out this way. I know this is me planning, by the way. This is what if I ever actually build in my like on stream and all that, usually I have it all planned out beforehand. Where I've thought it through for what I want to do for the process of stuff. I already laid it all out before. But I had an idea that right around here is going to be like a ruined bridge. An old bridge, like this guy. We've got this bridge that's all nice. This is where the main pathway is going to be. But I think it'd be kind of cool if we had another bridge right here that maybe was in ruins. Maybe we could make a pathway that's just completely overgrown and abandoned that's over here. Could be cool. Or, no. The other option would be we just make another crossing point for it, but I don't think I want to do that. I think the one bridge is enough. It's a more direct line path that makes sense for where things are developing. Gotta sleep. Glad you trust my process, Monica. I try to make things look nice. I really do. I would never say I know everything when it comes to building. I am very much always learning different ways to do stuff and different blocks that work with other ones. And oftentimes you guys have given some really cool ideas. What was I saying? It makes sense that this would be more of the main pathway. It's more of a direct line from the port city here to where eventually a big bridge will cross to the Dwarven Kingdom. That'll make sense. I need a reason. There needs to be a reason for a pathway to go out this way. Maybe we just gotta make a village. Somewhere out here. But maybe we don't do it as close as you would assume. Maybe we go far. What's out this way? It's close to the void, so I don't want to get too close to that just yet. I think if I start any like new villages or that in my world, I want to do it a good ways away from anything else that I'm building. I wanna give the build some breathing room, essentially. Sometimes landscape is all you need to fill an area. Yeah, it gets right to the void over here, doesn't it? Yeah. That's what I thought. Maybe it'd be cool if we threw a village over here. Still get the background of the mountain. Still get a use of that. Far enough away that we get an actual new look. I don't know how often we've ever looked at this face side of the mountain. It's kind of cool, actually. We even get to see that little arch there that we made however long ago. Could be a cool place to build a little village. It's a nice flat landscape. There's animals! Guys, there's animals. We never see animals. Any passive mobs in my world, we never see them. There's a whole bunch of them. I told you guys, they're like on the edges of where I build. There's loads of... I think it'd be kind of cool if we put something here. Not anytime soon. I'm not gonna start this like today or anything where we just start building houses, no. But maybe just like a little village? There used to be a village here, funny enough. Right here. That's gone. I really wish I could change the grass color of these dark oak biomes. It's such a dark green. It really like clashes with the normal looking grass of plains or forest biomes. You can see it right there. It just stands out. I like this. Gives me a reason to make a pathway that like really starts stretching away. Is maybe even have something out this way. Too many things to do, huh? I just love making pathways. And I've wanted to give myself a reason to make some really long ones. Like, look at all these animals. We should just remove these. They're just stuck here. They'll never do anything. Just taking up my mob cap. My passive mob cap. Oh, ow. Anywho, I do gotta take a break here. Nightbot's yelling at me. And an ad is about to start. I'm gonna take a quick break here. It's a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. Please do stand up, grab a drink of water, and grab something to eat. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty, come on back. Hope y'all took your break there. Thanks for sticking it through the ads. I hope they're not like really loud. Every time I've gotten ads on YouTube, they're like really loud. I don't know how they are on Twitch, honestly. I haven't been hit with an ad on Twitch in quite a while. I appreciate you guys sticking it through. You don't miss anything usually. I just had an idea hit me as I was just sitting down that we could always do a more fantasy-like build where there's like big mushrooms or something. I don't know. Could be fun. Something a bit different than just different medieval villages and that. I don't know. This is the type of stuff that I enjoy doing, where I take in all the land I have around me and start planning out different things and thinking about how stuff can connect up. It's probably why I've enjoyed working on some of this area so much. We can always do like small builds in between some of these different areas I'm thinking about. But we could always do like towers or that, or just like random one-off houses like what we did over here. Just random one-off builds. That could be a lot of fun. Whenever I think of my build as a whole, I always think about how when you walk around Skyrim, you always end up finding something kind of cool and fun. Hobbiton? No, not here for these hills. It'd be a lot of fun. Maybe one day we'll do a Hobbiton build. It's been such a common build that I've seen people do. It'd be a lot of fun to do some Hobbit-like whole houses, though. Wouldn't build Hobbiton itself, though. Probably take some inspiration, obviously. Not... I don't want to do it here, H, because it's just... I really want to give my builds some room to breathe. Mine colonies, and they'll build it for you. That they would. I really gotta, at some point in time, take a look at that mod. I think I'd really enjoy it. Guess that's not too off the beaten path. It'll work. I don't know how would I want to do this. Maybe we have the pathway split right here. Go down here and up through here. Or down here, up through there. There's no smooth way to get over in this area. So I think I might just kind of wait on that pathway. That starts going out this way. And I guess we don't need to make pathways that just keep going. We can just have some that eventually just peter out and lead to maybe just a one offshoot build. Which I guess is kind of what happened here. Although I think it'd be really fun to make a path right through this forest and out this way. One of the... I do think, as I have thought more and more on my void that surrounds this entire build, it's going to be a very fun challenge, but I think one of the things that I will for sure do, and I don't often say this where I know I'm going to do something, but I think what I really want to do with the void, at least parts of it, is make a whole bunch of shattered landscape where it's just floating islands and all that, and and there'll be like certain ways where people have learned to adapt with all these floating islands, where there's gonna be some bridges that connect from one to another and then connect back up with the main landscape. We'll make it work. Work with what I have, right? I have done floating islands before. I've tested out uh, both ways where I've done them by hand, and then I've also done them where I've designed them with a tool. I'm gonna do it where I design them with a tool. It's gonna save me many painstaking hours uh, if I do it that way. Yeah, this is coming together. Where are we with time and that? I got some time. Let's do some digging. Get started on one of these other areas. Grab a couple empty shulkers. Keeping an eye on this elytra. And sticking closer to the ground. I always hate it when an elytra is close to being done, but I'm not doing a lot of flying. Want to finish it. I'm gonna dig out this area here and make it a little more prepared and ready for a river. Yeah, dolphins. Told you there's dolphins that spawn in here. Here, we previously threw mud in this river here, just to give it a little more of a deep sense to it. It stands out a bit much. I think we'll need to have it peter out more throughout it all. I definitely like what I did here with this river. It looks really cool when you're near it. Oh no, what button did I click? What's that saying? Swamp low durability. Okay, we gotta find out how to turn that off. What was the keybind I pressed for that? That's Lightmatica. I don't even know how to get to that menu anymore. selfie. Shift G. I want this gone. There we go. Found that one. There's a lot of these different tweaks that I messed around with early on that I no longer ever use. Because I didn't like what they did, but I never undid my keybinds for them. What am I doing over here? Oh, yes. So, how deep did we make some of this? 58? Really? We gotta go that deep? Wow. Okay. Yeah, because let's go based off of this. Yeah, I guess we just made it that deep. Oh, this is gonna be a little more digging than I thought it would be. Maybe we continue the height of this current water through here? Slightly? At least for a little ways? Be a little bit bigger of a project than I thought it would be. So we just gotta expand this entire valley here. I haven't done some digging in a while. Maybe we'll make this like a bit more like a ravine-ish. Won't be easy if you ever fall into it to get out. You'll just have to swim your way out. It'd look cool. It's gonna be a pain to make it look nice though when I come back through eventually. With leaves and grass and all that. Where else? There's a bit more water up here. Do-do-do. I hope everyone's enjoyed the stream so far today. I enjoy these morning streams. It's probably the most awake I feel during any stream out of the week. Batman, hello there. How are you doing? And thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well there. We're just in my solo world here, working on digging out a river, essentially. I'm gonna make a river here. Doing some terraforming, essentially. As usual. That's all I ever do around here. Just lost your world. Was it a hardcore world? I'm sorry to hear that. That's why you should do survival worlds. Much better. And again, people enjoy the challenge of hardcore. Not hardcore 2? Well, what the heck did you do? You delete it? Or did you just get corrupted? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's even worse. At least with hardcore, it's like, well, you signed up for it. You knew at some point you could lose it. Ah, that's terrible though. I'm sorry to hear that even more now. Tried updating my Minecraft version. Yeah, you gotta be careful every time you upgrade which version you go into and make backups and that. Hope you didn't have too much time in it. Well, you get to start anew again. You can learn from everything you learned from working in the world you were just in. I was actually thinking about that recently. I was like, you know, it'd be downright devastating to lose my world, right? But at the same time, I've learned so much from now being in a world for, what, 5 years almost? A little over 4.5? Or well over 4.5 years. I've learned so much as to how to kind of try and plan for a long term, like, plan on a world for a long while. That honestly, I don't know. It'd be like a fresh awakening, I guess. I'd miss my materials and my builds I've done, without a doubt. I am far too used to the amount of materials I have. You're in day 153? Oh, you can bring that back. Still a good handful of days, but you can get that progress back. Now you've learned. At least you weren't on years of work in a world or a whole bunch of hours. Yeah, I get some beacons out here. Me a tour of your world? Here, I'll show you a quick look. So, we were just working on finishing up this area of my hilly plains biome I've been working on for a little while. Just finished up this section right here. All of this is like a bunch of hollow land. It was built where an ocean once was. We drained the ocean. Now I've built some hills here in replacement. Looks a lot better, I think. Then we got our main project, which was my mountain here, that sits in the background where I've been at. And that is a project I've been working on for as well, a little over 4.5 years. Coming up on 5 in the new year. A few other things, we got a custom plains biome here, medieval port city. Don't listen to Minxie. Minxie doesn't know what they're talking about, obviously. No, we've been in this world for a while. Still working on the mountain. Even though I've been in the world for so long. Well, how's the Dwarven Kingdom? We got the entryway here. Still working, haven't done too much on the inside. We've been more just terraforming, making the mountain. Got the pillared hall here, though. One of the rooms I've started. Not gonna give you a full tour of my world. That'll take far too long. Just a quick look around some of my more built up areas though, where I do most of my building. We still have builds in other places in my world though. Pillared Hall here though. This is cool. That row there added so much. Each time I add another row, it always, obviously it feels more filled up and all that, but no. Coming together. And this lovely project fits within the mountain. It's almost been completely covered. We'll eventually get there. Pillared Hall is still my favorite, I think, for now. Just wait until I start doing other projects. Although I don't know if I'll ever do another project that has such a repetitive thing. It is definitely a testament to see how much can you do one thing over and over. I think there'll be some really cool areas down the road in the Dwarven Kingdom that will give an even more breathtaking view than that Pillared Hall. I've done like some early design work for some other areas in my creative world, and there's some of them where I'm starting to see like the vision of how it could look, and I think it's better than the Pillared Hall. Let's take it over to it. We don't have a replay going anyway. Can't wait to see the new projects when they happen, right? I do have a Discord server, !Discord, or you can just scroll down to my About section. There. Like I have this, and this needs to be completely reworked. This was done so long ago. I don't like. There's some of I have some ideas that I have messed around with. What's my button for bright? Make it a little brighter. There's not a lot of lights in here. I don't know. You start to, don't mind that. You start to get some of these areas where there's just viewpoints that start to open up where you just see more and more builds beyond it when you think about it. Like, that obviously won't be right where it is. This is just me messing around in one of my creative worlds. But like, imagine you're walking down an area like this, as you're already within a big structure, right? And then you also see in the distance another big structure, or like a structure like this, and it's just like one of those things. You just keep looking around, and you just see more and more stuff. Oh, I haven't even felt that. I kind of forgot the vastness of having like one of these arches over me. That's really cool looking up. Lighting is one of my big things. To be fair, it is a sunny day, and my monitor is kind of hard to see some of the darkness. Yeah, I think you've seen this before, the more finished design for the Pillared Hall, the wall for it. We designed this a while ago now. Quite a while ago, actually. Haven't fully finished the design work for it all, but a majority of it has been kind of figured out. And I absolutely love how this has turned out. This was it was inspired off of the entryway that I did. It's not the same by any means. It's a much larger scale than the entryway. but it definitely has a similar look to it, which is kind of cool. Just a bit different though. Yes, you have? Okay. And there's a really cool effect that happens with the pillars and that wall where it almost feels endless when you catch it at the right angle with the pillars. Feels like an endless room, right? Like right here. Oh, look at that. Just you're just looking down and it feels like it just keeps going. Still figuring out. I haven't done any design work in creative for a long time. There's just so much I have to do in my survival world still that I just haven't seen the point of trying to do any design work. Oh, this will be a fun thing. At some point, the mountain on the inside is going to be like slowly started to get divided up uh with like different levels and all that, like this. And there's going to be like these fun inner workings of the Dwarven Kingdom where I've sectioned off, where there's going to be vast areas where just there's just nothing going on. It's like the behind the curtain scene of things. I got a hallway designed out. Like, I don't only want large open spaces with the Dwarven Kingdom. I also really think it'd be fun, and I'm definitely going to have areas where it's much more closed in like this. This would be like a Hall of Warriors. This there was a redeem for the 2 or 3 year anniversary of the mountain that people could do. We have them all sitting on a platform in the survival world, this platform in the survival world at the moment. But at some point, they'll go into a Hall of Warriors and kind of cool. One of my big things is that I don't want to just only make like these vast mega projects essentially, or mega builds. I also want areas of this vast build where it's just on a smaller scale that makes sense, where you're walking through it and I don't know. There are little details within it all. This is so cool. We gotta finish these pillars and start working on these walls. Like some of these things haven't even been fully designed out. It's so excited as well to see what the heck happens. I have no idea. I don't like this is my extent of my planning for this project. Like I have ideas in my head, right, of some stuff, but I have no idea how they're going to connect and all that. And I just kind of piece it together. This is such an old creative world. Hills haven't even been started. There's no medieval port city. Most of the mountain hasn't even been constructed. Cool little throne. Anyhow, enough of this. Let's you got me on a tangent of thinking about builds. I love planning out the stuff and thinking it through. I also love the process of building it all and seeing how the heck it eventually connects and all that. I guess that's a little bit of my world there, Batman. That's probably more than you expected to see. Sorry about that. I get on tangents once I start thinking about things. Where's that beacon? There's got to be one of them underground here. Yep. It's 80, 92. So if we go 100 blocks this way, it'll be 280, 992. Right here. Oop, right here. Throw it up there. It's always fun to talk about all the different ideas and all that I have for my world, but at the same time, I do just have to sit down and work on them. There have been points where I wonder where it's like, why don't I just do more builds in creative? I'd be able to accomplish all these grand ideas I have instead of spending years on them. But I just enjoy the survival aspect of it all. Which way do I spend? And we go this way with them. There we go. Beacon. Speed one there. Haste one here. You really can't shift click. Haste there, and then I'll probably need another one, maybe? Honestly, I don't think I'll need another one. This one might cover most of my area, and that one will get the rest. Because otherwise it'd be right here. Maybe I'll run out a little bit, but it should be fine. Ooh! The little special treat you just had there, guys. I don't often go in the creative world on stream. I have done creative building streams, though, in the past. It's just... I don't have a lot of reason to go on it. A lot of you guys have already seen the creative world, though. Nothing's changed. I've definitely hit a point where every time I get like a lot of motivation to start doing stuff, I'm like, well, it'd be fun to really design out some more stuff in creative and all that, but I really just got to sit down and chisel away at all the different projects I already have going on. That's really where it's been going for the last, like, 2 years. That's the height at which we... Oop. Wow, how did I do that? I'm mad. What the? Like a full 180 of the direction I wanted to go. Move all this sand. I don't even want it. I don't know. Do you guys enjoy it when I sit down and go through planning with some of the stuff? I know. Every time I ask you if you guys enjoy something I do, you're like, I just enjoy hanging out with you, Thad. You can do anything. Is there anything you prefer? No. I just want to try and make my stream enjoyable to watch. At least to some extent. We gotta go much lower. More sand in the river, that would be good. No, I don't like the sand in the river. You're just messing with me. Like, I know sand can be in rivers and all that. That's fine. I just... You are messing with me? Okay. I don't know. I don't think it looks as nice compared to something more like this. Like, we got a section of it here where I didn't fully take this river all the way. Where there's just like those patches that you see there, and I don't know. Maybe one day I'm going to be like, yeah, what the heck was I thinking? Past Thad sucked at this. He should have kept the sand, but, you know, in a different way. Like, maybe just on the edges a little bit. Maybe not all the way down. I've been known to change my mind on things. Without a doubt. We're like 59-ish. This is actually pretty good. Got this one that goes down a bit, which is fine. I just want to get it roughly to where I want it to be, and then we'll come back through and polish it up more. So did you like the new game anymore? I played it for a little bit more. I think I finished like all the little tutorial things it was walking me through. And then I went and found a planet that wasn't like a very hostile climate, and that is the extent I got to. I'm still at the point where I'm like, what do I do? Like, maybe I just do base building. I don't know. Figured out how to find fuel for the ship, and I did as well. You gotta blast asteroids. I had to look it up. Although, I'm assuming I can get a better ship at some point. I haven't been able to, like, explore outside my solar system. Like, I tried flying for a ways, and I still am just, like, near the same handful of islands. Modded Cinnamon! My cat's name is Cinnamon. Thank you for the follow there. How are you doing today? Popped up as a message on my screen in the help area. Oh, did it? You finally, it was like running out and it was like, okay, this is how you do it. Want to find a store to get a faster ship? Yeah. I did find a space station that had different traders. There was I was able to edit my appearance and all that. It's funny, I had initially watched someone, when the game first came out, I had watched someone like play through the same little tutorial, and they have not changed it in the slightest. It was like, I kind of remember some of this stuff. Why do I remember this? So that was like the extent of my knowledge of the game. Claimed a couple small planets and got attacked by some random monsters. Really? I think I had one plant do some damage to me, and that's it. Still haven't ran into anything like too hostile. Did you find any planets that were like didn't have hostile climates? Is this no? Yeah! Me and Daryl here got No Man's Sky Friday night, and we're playing it a bit together. The game this is Minecraft that you're looking at. The one we're talking about, yes. I don't know much. It's a good game. That's what I keep hearing. I don't know what to do in it yet. I guess I just gotta start looking into upgrading stuff. Got some eggs and tentacles, and they spawned in monsters. Oh, naturally, of course. Did not find any yet. Dang. I need to load it up again, because all I did was eventually find a planet that was safer. Need to, I think, set up base camp there. I learned how to make a generator and was able to get a light. By the time I got the light working with the generator and all that, it was daytime, so that didn't help much. But I got it figured out. May play more later today. Yeah. Just need to figure out what the heck to do in the game. I don't have like much of an objective. My own objective. What's this? Weird. I'm working on Minecraft Day. I mean, it's just Minecraft's just so much fun. That's all I've been doing today. You guys been hanging out with me for that though. I need to get laundry started. Didn't get to that this morning. Before stream. Expanding your Halloween area? Oh, I love it. I've been loading up, I've been lurking in Tan's stream a bit, and she's been messing around with some like Halloween-esque builds, I think, and I thought they were looking pretty cool. I didn't get a good look. It was just like briefly, I've pulled up her tab a few times. I'm like, what is she working on? Then later I pulled it up again. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Problem I have with the game is I have to have the perfect planet, but every time I find a good one, I say, what if there's a better one? Oh, yep. I kind of felt like that's what was going to happen to me as well, so I just kind of looked for one that didn't have much of a hostile climate. No, I've heard really good things about the game, though. So I don't know, just gotta mess around with it. And on Rosebuds, Dr. J and some others are building that massive pumpkin. Oh, you watched Dr. J? Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. I thought you were modded Cinnamon there, Minxie. Green name on my screen, and it started with an M. Yes, Dr. J was doing that massive pumpkin that looked cool. He was, like, making it into, like, a... He was giving it, like, a tree or something? Or, like, a stump to sit on? I don't... I don't do, seasonal builds all too much. I don't have the time to sit down and do that. I'm sorry, guys. I just I just enjoy working on my stuff. Start a seasonal build and it'll be 5 years before I ever get it done. Your world is different than ours, though? Yeah, maybe a bit. I have goals. I have big goals for what I want to all get done in it. Also added more stuff to the old squid farm area. Did you? Attack? Oh, I hope you're doing well there. I enjoy a nice spooky season build sometimes. Spooky season anytime. I know. I'd probably have fun doing it and all that, especially because it'd be a little bit different than what I usually do. It's just I don't know. I have all these other projects I need to work on. There's no time to start another one. Alright, this is actually looking pretty solid. Let's let's start removing the stone from the walls. How high will it be? Let's get a relative. I think my all-time favorite Minecraft project was a haunted house minigame I did on Paper Hats 3. Paper Hats Season 3. They follow their Vex. I really appreciate it. You did a haunted house minigame. That sounds fun. Do 63. That'll be the relative level for the water. So this will be the level of it. The top of it. Okay. Yeah, 58, 59, 58 will be good. So let's chisel out all the walls here and start turning them to dirt. I'm sure at some point I'll do some sort of seasonal build. It's just not at this point in time. Paper Hats had to travel through puzzles to get from one floor of the house to the next. And then the attic was a jumping puzzle with the floor covered with berry bushes. So many very push deaths. Oh, see, that sounds fun. I've been wanting to do like a parkour like build. Parkour minigame build. Simple jumps as you just make your way through something. Always really enjoyed doing minigames in Minecraft. It's one of my favorite things to do when it comes to doing stuff on servers. Because I can just sink a whole bunch of time into building one if I'm really enjoying the idea. Just like when we built the King of the Hill PvP game. I loved doing that. That was amazing. Eileen's your favorite season/holiday. You'll have to do a Halloween spooky build in Minecraft if you've been playing it. There they dropped down to bedrock. Naturally, of course. Where there were 3 spawners and a dungeon maze. So you just murdered a whole bunch of paper hats, right? All the paper hat people, essentially, sounds like it. Did you have checkpoints? I need to get back on paper hats. I've been taking a little break from it, mainly because I've been really enjoying working on my solo world here. Usually I'd be working on it here on Sunday, but every Friday when I'm working on my solo world, I'm like, I just have more and more things I want to keep working on. I haven't had the chance to get back to it just yet. I did log on yesterday a bit. Restocked my shop. Someone had misread one of my prices for beacons, which is fine. I don't care all too much. They decided to give themselves a little sale. I don't mind. I don't need the diamonds. And I get beacons all... I have a farm for them anyway. But they gave themselves a little sale on the beacon price. Made me chuckle a bit. There was an exit on each floor, including the maze if they had to leave, but there was no way to resume where they left off. Oh, that's brutal. Decided to make it more obvious, the beacon price. Left a diamond block in the middle of the chest, so it's a little more obvious. I'm not gonna try and hunt down whoever bought the beacons. It's all theirs. I did not just go 36 and 4 to be projected rank bronze 4. How many placement games have you done? That's insane that it hasn't bumped you up a little more than that. I go and play one of my DPS placements. I still haven't finished them. And I get predicted in like gold 3 off the bat. 3, 2 wins and a loss. Yeah, it's really weird. Because like you even play DPS now pretty frequently. In quick play. I mean, this is the first time I'm playing DPS and comp, so I'm not that surprised it started me so low. I guess, yeah. There was at one point I had my placements all fully done. And then they reset all the placements recently. Just do that a little bit here. I feel like if I ever did a mini game that's spooky, I'd probably go around the same lines as to what you just were explaining there, Tack. There's something fun about doing puzzles in that. Alright. Such a fun project, and it was super enjoyable watching everyone else go through the house. So many funny deaths, so I bet. I did do this massive maze with Tabs and Jesse on Jesse's SMP. The three of us worked on this maze that was like, you started by jumping into a cave-in that happened in the central of this little castle. This cave-in that you jumped into these ice caves that were all underground and fully detailed and all that. Made this huge cave system. Not like we dug this system. There wasn't even caves really that we worked with all too much. Had to get through all of that, which eventually you get outside all these ice caves. There's also a ward in one part of it, so there's that. But you eventually get outside these ice caves and you enter a hedge maze, and the hedge maze was a lot of fun as well. And there was points where there was powdered snow that you could sink down into, and it would reset you back down into the ice caves, and you'd have to find your way out again. And I had a few bits of redstone using chickens to randomize changing of the hedge maze and blocking off portions of it. It was a lot of fun. We did a big event with Jesse's community there, and I was able to have the enjoyment of watching people go through it. The entire time, Jesse was worried. Jesse was like, What if someone memorizes the maze just by watching our streams?" We just streamed it while we were working on it. I was like, "That's not gonna happen. Nobody's gonna memorize the cave or any of that." She was worried about people with mini maps, and once you got to the hedge maze, I was like, "Don't worry, I got a plan for that too." But I'm assuming it had a very similar feeling as to watching people go through your haunted house. It's just really fun seeing people uh, get stuck on the things that they were purposely meant to get stuck on. Completely ruined stat poker with all the berry deaths, did you? People memorize the maze at one giant game. Maze of that one giant game on Hermitcraft. Oh shoot, what was it called? Oh, I know what you're talking about. A huge one that Cub made. You could eventually have memorized our maze. Like if you had ran it a handful of times, you'd have it memorized. Like people died in our maze and eventually had it memorized how to get out of the ice caves real quick, and then eventually got the hedge maze. It was a maze where you died in it just by falling and taking damage slowly, or you'd be reset and learn it. But anywho, I am nearing the end of stream here. I'm just wrapping it up. I think I cleared out my inventory. Ooh, not just yet. Let's clear my inventory out first. I am near the end of the stream. Don't go anywhere just yet, though. Please don't. We always raid out to someone fun. there. And then we'll go find someone fun to raid, huh? We got a good amount of work done. There's very little bit left. Very little bit, wow. Words. Just a bit left of the Hilly Plains biome now, just this section here. And connecting up some of these other areas. But my goodness. Shaping of that is almost all done. Got to kind of think about some future stuff with pathways and that. Started digging out this area here for the river. Progress. Progress as always. Alrighty. I do appreciate everyone hanging out with me today. I hope everyone's enjoyed this stream. I always appreciate you guys hanging out. Who should we go raid, huh? Ooh, so many streams. I don't know who to raid. You could go say hi to Tree, Corrupted Tree. I don't get to raid him too often. He's actually doing a Halloween build event with someone. With Supersaurus Rex. I recognize the name, but I don't know why I know them. Have they raided me? I don't think so. Maybe they have. I doubt it. Hey for the stream. Have a great rest of your day. You as well there, Tack. I'm glad you've enjoyed stream here. Appreciate you popping on in and chatting. Let's go get this raid up. Do grab the raid message, even if you're lurking. You can grab the first raid message there if you subbed, or grab the second one right here. It's alright by me. I just really appreciate it when people do grab that raid message. Or some sort of raid thing. We don't raid Tree too often, but he is an absolute amazing streamer. So definitely worth a follow if you don't know him. Do grab the raid message. Please. I beg of you guys. It means a lot to me. It does. It does mean a lot to me. But anywho, y'all have a lovely rest of your weekend nonetheless. I appreciate each of you guys hanging out. What else? I'll be streaming on Tuesday, most likely. If anything changes, I'll update you guys in the Discord, as always. 5 p.m. Central Start Time. More Solo World stuff, most likely. Always working in the Solo World, getting stuff done. But anywho, thank each and every one of you guys for hanging out with me today. Y'all all have a lovely rest of your weekend. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye now.